Hey guys, in today's video we're gonna be talking about a super interesting product that I'm really excited about. So I grabbed this thing from AliExpress about 2 weeks ago. It's a mini projector and it's called by the name Magcubic HY300 Pro. It's a really long name, I'm gonna stick with the Magcubic. And this is supposed to replicate the Samsung Freestyle, which is a much more expensive projector. But I've been using it for about a week and a half and I can say that I'm super impressed by this. Alright guys, so before we get started, I just want to quickly mention that AliExpress is running their biggest sale right now, the 11th of November, and right after that Black Friday. Now chances are you probably know of at least one of these two big sales, and during this period you can get this projector and other items heavily discounted. I personally got it for about 45 bucks I think, but I'm pretty sure you can find it at a lower price during these days. And if you don't want to search, I've also included a link down in the description and in the pinned comment with a coupon code that you can use and support my channel through it. So even if you don't do that, I mean, no hard feelings guys, I'm just super excited about this projector and I want to share you my opinions. So let's get started. Now before even turning this bad boy here, I would like to quickly cover the build quality, and here is where I'm really impressed with this. And even though it's 45 bucks and it's entirely made out of plastic, I still have some nice things to say about the build quality, and that is mainly because of this base here. I think that they've put a lot of thought in it. The base here is made out of rubber, but it also has a screw in the center, so that means you can attach it to a tripod or anywhere else. And because this projector can actually flip 180 degrees, you can point it in any direction that you like, completely disregarding the sound. I promise you it does not break. And this is super convenient for pointing it towards the wall or pointing it towards the ceiling. It will work either way, and it has an automatic keystone correction, so that means that it will adjust its picture automatically, and you can also adjust it manually if you don't like something. You can control the focus by twisting this knob here, and there is also a couple of plugs back here, like a USB one and an HDMI port to hook this projector to your laptop or your PC, so you can project anything. There is also an inbuilt mirrorcast and wireless display or whatever it's called to hook it up to your smartphone or to your iPhone. And of course you can also use the headphone jack here to connect an external audio source, but you can also connect it to a Bluetooth speaker. Alright, so the first thing that you have to do once you turn on this projector is surprisingly adjusting the date and the time. Yeah, you heard me right, you have to adjust the date and the time before you do anything else, because if you don't do that and you don't set it up to the current date, you won't be able to connect to the Wi-Fi. For some weird reason, you cannot connect to a Wi-Fi network unless you do that first. So right after that, you can go into projector settings and make sure to adjust the focus to be just right and sharp. And when it comes to the keystone correction, then you can leave that on auto, but I wouldn't advise you to do that. I mean, it will get the job done, especially if you're moving the projector from the wall to the ceiling, but the result is not always perfect. So I would advise you to just use the manual control here. It would allow you to control all four of the angles of the projection, and it will give you a much more precise picture in the end, and I think it's the overall better method. So additionally to being able to connect to a Wi-Fi network, you can also set up a hotspot, which is very convenient in my opinion, but I personally wouldn't use it so much. You can add a Bluetooth device, like for example a Bluetooth speaker, because the one on the projector is not one of the best. And there is also your application settings here. It's like a full-fledged Android. You can just do whatever you want with the application. You can uninstall them, clear the data and stuff like that. There is your screen zoom feature, which means that if the projector is next to the wall, you can still use this feature to zoom in and make the projection bigger, and that's quite convenient for people who have to use this in smaller rooms. And if you go to about the device, you're gonna see that this device has 8 GB of storage and only 1 GB of RAM, which is not really surprising, but at least it runs Android 11. There is also your Play Store here, which is very interesting because I didn't expect it to have such a wide variety of apps, but you have the usual stuff like YouTube, Netflix, HBO and stuff like that, and you can download additionally some games even though I didn't really try to download games on this projector. I doubt that the 1 GB of RAM is able to handle any of the games here, but you can install stuff like VLC Player and Crunchyroll and other things like that. Spotify is also available. Navigating through some Netflix turned out to be a lot of a challenge because you have your mouse mode and you have the regular mode where you can actually select the buttons, but neither of them works very good on Netflix, maybe because this is using some special version of it and I'm not so sure how to make it faster besides connecting it to an actual laptop or to your smartphone, but it still gets the job done if you're a little bit patient, and you can definitely play some stuff straight from this app. Just mind that it's a little bit annoying and it's gonna take you around 5 minutes to turn anything on and start watching. But this leads us to the picture quality, and when it comes to that, I have a few things to say. And the first thing that I want to say is that this projector works the best for animations like cartoons, anime and stuff like that, things that have vibrant colors inside of them, because the projector itself is not super bright, so any type of light source that you have inside of the room or coming from the outside will definitely ruin your experience. So make sure that the room is entirely dark when you're running this projector. And when it comes to TV series, that's where it falls apart a little bit. And a perfect example for that would be, for example, if you're watching a TV series and there is a dark scene with not so much light inside of it, this projector is going to struggle because it's not bright enough, and it can kind of ruin your experience a little bit. But it hasn't been such a deal breaker for me, especially considering the fact that this projector is barely $45 and you can probably find it even more discounted during the 11/11 sale of AliExpress. Thankfully, navigating through the YouTube app is a lot simpler and easier compared to Netflix, and everything works perfectly fine, just like it would on your normal smart TV. I often find myself watching some nice Bob Ross while I'm in bed on the ceiling, and the feeling is awesome.
Probably the biggest single mistake made is not loading enough paint in the brush.
Now, an interesting fact about this projector is that you can find it for up to $200 on sites like Amazon, while you can just go to AliExpress and buy it for $45 or $50, which is a much better deal in my opinion. So don't fall into this trap, guys, and save yourself some money. There is also the Chrome browser on this projector, but I would advise you to use something else, like for example Zeus. The Zeus browser is definitely better because it doesn't have so many ads and pop-ups, and those can be pretty annoying. So there is the option of connecting your smartphone's display to this projector via the Wi-Fi Direct or Miracast or however it's called, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make it work, and not only on this projector but also on any smart TV. I think it's the technology itself that does not work properly, so never mind that. A much better option will be hooking this projector with an HDMI cable to your PC or laptop, and this makes it quite a lot easier to run something like Netflix, YouTube or any other site or program that you would like, and even some gaming works if that's what you want to do. Even though there is a slight delay between the projection and your game, you're still gonna have a nice time with it, and it looks kind of good. And again, for the best possible deal, make sure to get this either on 11/11, the AliExpress Singles Days promotion, or if you miss that, then maybe you can go for the Black Friday one. So for under $50 guys, this is definitely a steal. This projector has it all, and even though it's not perfect of course and it's not super HD quality, I think that the value for money is just unbeatable, and you probably won't go wrong if you get this. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I would really love to hear your opinions. That's all from me, but I hope you enjoyed this video and have a wonderful day and week ahead from me. Bye bye. If you have ever wanted to create your own website, then FastCommit is the right place for you. They have a hosting plan for any type of website or project, and from the share hosting plans, which are great for simple blogs and e-commerce sites, to standalone virtual private servers with a lot of resources and dedicated servers with a lot of CPU power. All of the popular platforms like WordPress, OpenCart, Magento, and many others are available with a one-click installation after you sign up. There is also super helpful 24/7 customer and technical support over the live chat, and a ticketing department as well. I've been using FastCommit myself for years, so trust me when I say that they're one of the best. Check them out from the link in my description below to support my channel.